Hey, you like that? Long, skinny. 7 by 38. Look at this. No girth on this cigar. It's a My Father. It's a Tatuaje cigar. This is, I think, the Cuban brand that he somehow got ownership. You know, I guess a Cuban brand that's defunct, no longer made. But I guess legally it is a Cuban name that he got ownership. That's what I think. It says Lancero El Triunfador. I don't know if that means the triumphant asshole. Anyways, thick, kind of heavy for its size. Nicaraguan tobacco, Connecticut broadleaf, and I'm going to start this cigar in your ass. No, that was a joke. That was just a test to see if you would laugh. And you did. You're a sodomite. So anyways, we're in the dark, just like your sexuality. Oh, look at that. About to come out of the closet. Everyone knows. Everyone knows you're homosexual. But all right, enough about it's just locker room jokes. That's all it is. You feel comfortable enough to joke around. I know you're not a homosexual. I hope you're not a homosexual. I hope. Once that's out of the box, or up your box, back chocho. Looks like a nice cigar. It paid only $16 New York, which I guess that's affordable in New York. The price point is supposed to be $9 and change. So I guess, you really like that 80% upgrade in tax in New York. It really helps you, chocha. It really, I love the way that feels on my wallet. Thanks. Now, if we're done, if this would have been $10, that would have been great. Here we go. I think the match is thicker than the cigar. Should only take about 3 seconds to light this baby up. 1, 2, 3, toast this 38 gauge and right up that chocha. We are now well, we're in the Bronx, I think, yeah. We're in the Bronx. It's better to be in the Bronx than the Bronx in you. I don't want the Bronx inside of me. It's a dirty place. We're definitely in the Bronx. We're about to be out of New Jersey. And it is what it is. The Bronx always makes me nervous. And that means you're paying attention. I've been drunk in Brooklyn. I've been drunk in Manhattan. I've been even drunk in Queens. I've never been drunk in the Bronx, and I'm being dead serious. I've always been sober in the Bronx. I don't fuck with the Bronx. And I'm not saying I don't respect the Bronx. Oh no, I respect the Bronx so much that I just generally pass through, and if I'm there, it's all business. The only games that are played in the Bronx is the Yankees. Don't fuck with the Bronx. It's not like you're in Brooklyn or Queens. Either way, if you're in Brooklyn, you could go one way to Long Island. It's the same island. You go the other way to Brooklyn. It's the same island. You can even go up, down, go to Manhattan, whatever. You can even go down to the beaches. You could literally run down the beach all the way out to Montauk. You're in the Bronx. You're in the Bronx. Where are you gonna go to Yonkers, bro? Good luck in the Bronx. I'll tell you what, it's a hearty cigar. It's a dark cigar. It's about 80% darkness. This is listed as a Connecticut broadleaf. And I hope I got that information right, but that's what it said. Why do I always feel like when I'm trying to get on the George Washington, it's like a waiting room of a Bonnie Blue gangbang. It's just like a bunch of vehicles trying to stuff themselves into a tunnel. Why can't it ever be nice going in or leaving the Bronx? Why is it never nice? It's never like, we spent a lovely Saturday. Oh, really? Montauk? No. Gun Hill Road, the Bronx. Oh, really? Yeah. I guess you got the Bronx Zoo and like Arthur Avenue, and they'll give you those two places. I don't know. Other than that, fuck. The place makes me nervous. At the Bronx Zoo, you're not really in the Bronx. You feel like you're in Westchester. Anyways, I think it's a solid cigar. It's not obscene. It doesn't taste like shit. It doesn't, at this point, feel like some crazy exotic cigar. But generally, Connecticut Broadleaf Maduros are very hard to make exotic. They generally are what they are. Hardy, chocolatey, sometimes earthy, especially pushed with Nicaragua tobacco, which this is. And I'm sure as we get up that chocha, the strength's going to pick up. That's a 7x38, but it appears longer because of that skinny gauge. The ratio is very different, how long it is and how thin it is. We're at a heavy, medium, full right there. It's picking up. We got raw sugar, we got chocolate, earth, and black pepper, like a dark cocoa note. So, you know, it's not like a surprise on this blend at all. But I'm liking. Picture like a dark Padron 2-3000 kind of cigar, if it was more of a Connecticut Broadleaf, but a little smoother than that. But not as smooth as like a Padron 64 Maduro. That's the vibe on the energy of the cigar. So it's pretty strong. And I'm sure that has to do also with the ratio of how skinny this is. See, oh shit, the cigar itself is the delivery device. It's almost like if a cigar was a car, it would be like a car, but also creating its own road. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, the cigar, you use the tobacco and then roll together comes the blend, but then you light it on fire and it destroys itself through itself. It's being, okay, normally people, once you destroy, you're dead. A cigar is both living and dead at the same time. A cigar, what I mean is, the cigar itself, when you don't light it on fire, it's there, it's a cigar, right? But as soon as you light it on fire, it's starting to destroy itself, right, from this side. But as it's destroying itself, it's operating from itself, if that makes any sense. Maybe like if you chopped off your foot and ate your foot to stay alive, and then you got hungry and you're like, well, now chop off the rest of your leg to stay alive. And at a certain point, you understand what I'm trying to say, the metaphor. What I'm saying is the cigar itself is also the delivery device. Alcohol can't do that. Alcohol can't be a cup. Alcohol requires a bottle or a cup or a hand or a spoon or something, a syringe, something to contain it, and then therefore, but the alcohol is not the delivery device. Also, alcohol doesn't change. It's still a liquid. It's in a cup or a bottle, and then you're consuming the liquid. You're never tasting tobacco unless you're chewing tobacco, and that's different. When you smoke a cigar, you're not tasting tobacco. You're literally destroying the tobacco via fire. There's only several ways to destroy things. Kinetically, through force, you know what I'm saying? You could call that friction. You could burn things, I guess, right? Right, so anyways, the point is, we're transferring the tobacco from a little solid state into vapor. But then we got to control that vapor and have it get sucked down through the tobacco that's not on fire. You're only able to taste the dead on fire, sacrificed leaves, because the leaves that aren't sacrificed yet, the leaves that are waiting to be sacrificed, help deliver the message. I know it's crazy, but these are things you need to pay attention. Does that make any sense? And there's a nicer metaphor. The tobacco that's already on fire is like your ancestors. They've already passed, but their spirit is being brought through the living. Maybe this is your great-grandparents. Maybe your grandparents are still alive, and then your parents, and you're here, right? And your grandparents tell your parents things, and your parents tell you things, right? But as time goes along, those people pass away. But the tobacco that's still there has been infused with the memories of the past, which used to be in the present. Like right now, watch this. That puff started here, but that smoke coated the tobacco all the way through. So each puff, each passing puff It is coating the interior tobacco with the memories of the sacrificed leaf. I know in the history of cigar review channels, nobody ever thinks about this. And I get very deep when it comes to these things. That's the reason why I do a lot of cock jokes and homosexual jokes, because that's the other spectrum where you think like, well, this guy's just, what a stupid place and what an unintellectual place. Guys, I gotta balance it out because it's not fair. Every other channel is like, hey, hi, wow, we're gonna smoke the first third, and you should find out by lighting these cigars and in 12 seconds or 48 minutes or 2 days. I'm gonna stick the cigar up my ass for a 2-minute review. And nobody talks to you like this. Nobody goes on locations. Nobody goes to crime scenes. Nobody smokes in cemeteries. You know what I'm saying, though? This channel, my locations, is becomes part of my life. And I've done episodes in Vermont, episodes in Florida, episodes along the way in New York, Pennsylvania, Colorado. We haven't done any LA episodes or Canada. But my point is this, though, the Richie and me is the Richie and you. And I don't hate this cigar. It's the first cigar I have today. I don't like the Bronx. I gotta get the fuck. This truck is up my ass. I got you on camera. You hit me in the back. Oh my goodness. My lawyer just cut the check, motherfucker. I like the cigar. There's only so much you can do with Connecticut Broadleaf. And the best thing to do is leave it alone. Don't fuck it up. Push what the Connecticut Broadleaf does. We get like chocolatey notes, a little bit of raw sugar, plenty of black pepper and earthiness, and a dark coffee note. So it's got nice complexity in that dark range. If you don't like dark cigars, don't smoke this. When I consider this complete easy to love, I would say no as a broad scape of cigar. However, though, for people that like Connecticut Broadleaf cigars or dark Maduros, you're gonna love this cigar. So if we zoom in, say it's easy to love it for people that only like Maduros or Connecticut Broadleafs, sure. But in the grand scope of the things, no, it's not some like comfortable cigar. You're like, you understand what I'm trying to say. Easy to love has got to be a broad spectrum, and it's not like it's some crazy beautiful blend. But for people that like Connecticut Broadleaf and Maduros in a Lancero size, you're gonna like this cigar. Oh, Yankee Stadium, exit 1D. All vehicles over 13 feet 6 inches. I got 6 inches beat by 2 inches. Anyways, though, oh God, gotta get out of this. Gotta get out of the Bronx. God, get me out of the Bronx.
Agrégale que hoy yo me amor, tu emisora favorita por bachata y más. Voy a regalar un par de entradas para el concierto de Alejandro Sanz. Cuando escuche la canción de Alejandro Sanz, vas a marcar el 212-329-393. 212-320-9393 es el número.
Oh my God!
Cuando te lo indique y escuche el tema de Alejandro Sanz, anota la canción, cómo se llama, y automáticamente te ganas un par de entradas para que disfrutes.
It's not even rush hour. It's 1 o'clock. Please. Oh my God. Get me out of the Bronx. Please. Please get me out of the Bronx. Oh my goodness. This is a highway. Oh, my chocha. Please, my chocha. Please, God, get me out of the Bronx. Please get me out of here. It is not a real place. Please. Cigars are 4.65. It's dark, 80% darkness. It's strong. It's not like blowing your chocha, but it's strong enough. It's a full strength cigar, but it's not, it builds up and it's enjoyable though. And if you like darker, strong cigars, it's not as grimy and dirty as a 1000 series or a Master Blends 3, but it's definitely got a little more rustic kind of vibe. Not as slick and beautiful as a Liga Number 9 or other Connecticut Broadleafs. But those would cost more, obviously, in New York. In New York, a Liga Number 9 is going to cost you $30. I gotta give this cigar 4.65. I think it's a solid, very good cigar. For what it's trying to do, the $9 price point would have been fantastic at MSRP. Of course, we were in the communist state of New York. So at $10 basic MSRP, $16 New York. It is what it is. You understand the ratio. But I can recommend it. I like the old school Cuban band on it. The band is almost the same color as the Broadleaf, which is pretty cool. Almost blends in. I like the Lancero. I don't know a lot of Lancero Broadleafs out there. And it's a hardy Lancero. So if you're looking for a strong Lancero, have a good time, and if you get it at the $9-10 online price, the MSRP, it would be a Tatuaje or a My Father's cigar I could actually recommend.
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
Thanks a lot, bitch. Now I gotta go through Paterson, New Jersey, and lock my doors. So you think you're dangerous in the Bronx? Wait till you get through Paterson, New Jersey. We never stop for gas. I won't even stop to take a piss in Paterson, New Jersey. Paterson, New Jersey? Dude, I'd rather walk around with my gold chain in the Bronx than Paterson, New Jersey. Paterson, bro, you're on your own. In Paterson, New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey, hell no. Even Newark, hell no. Cigar's a strong cigar, solid flavor, a gritty flavored cigar, but I think it'll be great with some type of peaty scotch.
In 2 miles, take exit 69 on the left onto I-80 West toward Paterson.
Great, and in 1 mile, go fuck yourself. Anyways, though, that's it. I enjoyed the cigar, strong, affordable at MSRP. New York, whatever. So I'm going to get out of here, wish you all the best. Stay fresh. Don't eat ass, don't do drugs, limit your alcohol content, and that's it. Don't drink and drive.